3, 2, 1, go. All right, I think we're live here. Got my Bass Pro Shop gaming hat on. And the TrackIR thing. So I'm just going to show you guys real quick. As this boots up here. Just lean that back a little bit. I find it's a lot better to lean the sensor back a long way so that it will pick up more of this area rather than this area, because I can't really compress my spine. So hit a reset key. You can see we've got angle control, or like tilt control, pitch, yaw, side to side. I actually have the backwards and forwards turned off so that I can still use my Z key to zoom in when I'm doing War Thunder. But we've also got the height control, which is extremely useful for just when you're like looking around in the cockpit. Let's see here. And then let's just play this because it's funny. So that's what's going to happen to me in Sim today. Alright, so we got our TrackIR, and now we need to open War Thunder. And yeah, I know the event's happening. I tried the mobile infantry event. Not really my thing. Not really my thing. So, I mean, it was kind of fun, but I think that the dudes moved too slow. I think there should have been some sort of sprint mode, because I kept on trying to speed up, and it just was not happening. If I'm gonna play a game, a first-person shooter basically, or even a third-person shooter with some enhanced movement, then I'm gonna hold it to Titanfall standards, even if that's completely unreasonable. Oh, come on. This always happens every time. Here we are. Beautiful playing. I still wish that we had interceptor versions of this, because honestly that would be awesome. But oh well. Because this plane is truly insane. I'll have to do a video on it sometime, but look at this. See that afterburner thrust? 5,230. But you have two of them, which means you have like 10,460 kilograms of thrust at 9.3. That is not like that's like as much as this thing has. That's you have as much thrust as the MiG-23 at 9.3. Yeah, it's kind of busted. The real issue though is this cannon. It's a very sad, sad cannon. But alas, that's not what we're doing today. We're doing some sim with the Track IR headset, and I've been kind of getting used to it. You know, I think I've got a fairly decent grasp on what I'm doing with sim controls, at least. Using this in realistic is extremely disorienting and is very bad. It's like trying to use VR in realistic. It just is a bad move. It never works well. So let's find us a good lobby here. 20 minutes. There's 2 people there. In the interests of things being interesting, I think we want to find a slightly fuller lobby here. Ooh, but not on a small map. No. Sim on a small map is absolute hell for Russia, because the pulse Doppler radars on American aircraft will just instantly pick you up close to the ground. And they've already got, an AIM-7. And the map's just not big enough to really do much about that. I think bigger maps are definitely better for Russia at this point, because it gives us time to respond to the swarm of Fox 1s and Fox 3s. So let's just, I think we'll go with this one. Got my Russian rifle. Got my Russian aircraft. I do not have a vodka. Who am I kidding? Let's see. Alright, things are loading in. Let's see. That's a good spawn. Do I want to take the T's or the R's? That's the question. I'm going to go with the R's, because whenever I take the T's, I always regret not having a radar missing. Okay, and here we are in the land of unloaded textures. Oh, there we go. Had to load all that in. Yeah, you can see I've got, unless I move out of the tracking range, then it goes all weird, but you can see I've got good ability to look around. One thing that's good is to put this thing lower on your head so that it can see at higher angles, but the reset key there. Okay. I love this glitch, by the way, where they're just constantly exploding. Alright. Let's kick on our burner here. And you can actually still use the C-click, so it's not just, insanity. So let's take off, then adjust. Alright, we got ourselves in dampening mode here. So if I'm in my default posture, there we go. Let's go hunting. That's a bit of dust on my screen. I have this right next to my desk because I play War Thunder. Okay, let's get you cleaned up. I swear I have to do this before every sim match, or I'm just going to be chasing particles that are on my screen across the map. And you can see, of course, that as we were cleaning that, it went kind of crazy. Alright. Much better. Only the dead pixels that are like right in the middle of the screen are now present. Which is kind of funny. I don't know how they got there. Hey, I don't know if I covered this at all on my channel, but I, we got a contact? I was going to say, I replaced the keyboard in my computer. Okay, we got to pay attention to you. Fine, okay. And he lost his lock. Nice. Let's get a wider scan here. I don't know where this guy went. Oh. What do we got? What was that? Yeah, I see him. Watch for a launch. Oh, yeah, we denied that launch. Okay, let's get our 60s out. Oh, another launch, and it's gone. Who are you? Is that a... What are you? I think that's an F-16. Yeah, it's an F-16. Alright. F-16s are not actually as challenging as you'd think because of the people who fly them. They go for guns a lot, which means that they are always trying to... Oh, getting some... You love it when my head tracker does that. That's always fun. So there he is behind us. Dude, my head tracker's losing its mind right now. Okay, so let's get those wings swept all the way out here. There he is. Did he just launch it? He just min-ranged an M9L, probably. Look at him, he's just pulling so much AOA. Dude, you don't need to do that, you know. You're an energy fighter? Oh. Okay, recover. I can raid him up here because the air is nice and thin, and he has puny wings. Dude, I need to adjust this or something. So it is losing its mind right now. It might be that I have all this natural light coming in from the window. It might be messing with it. Look at him, he's just like stalling himself out up here. He's doing it repeatedly too. Maybe I should call for help because he is kind of sticking to my 6 here. I was hoping he would ditch after he realized he can't catch me. Because up here, this is kind of the domain of the 23. High altitude dogfights are this thing's bread and butter when it comes to facing off against American aircraft. Also, man. Now he's trying to missile me because I'm pulling away here. I need to figure out what's wrong with my head tracking after this because it's super messed up right now. wonder if I'm too high up. I might try using a different chair after this fight here. I should probably keep us climbing here. Look at him though. He's just like he's really sticking to us, but he can't get close because he keeps losing speed. This is what happens when F-16s try and fight me. I always just go for the vertical because they cannot. Oh, what the heck? Friendly fire. Nice. Let's give a round of applause for our intrepid teammate. Okay, so I'm going to swap out my chair here while I've been murdered, so I've got plenty of time to swap out my chair and reset my head tracker. Yeah, I've been playing War Thunder for a long time, but not with the head tracker necessarily. Although I've been playing just Sim generally for a while, so that's something. Okay, there we go. We're all reset. I think it was just the height of the chair that was messing with it, because... No, looks like when I get over here, it really messes up again. Which is weird. Maybe I've got the angle too far back. Something like that. I don't know. It might actually be the natural light over here, so I might close my blinds. More like that. Because there's no doubt that it might not like that. You got into my game. Huh. Oh, there you are. I love getting team killed. Okay. You could see I really had that. What the heck? I didn't move my head at all that did that. Something is up with the software today. Can you read my nickname? I think that's Russian, isn't it? I can't necessarily read Cyrillic, but I can try to pronounce what the letters look like in English, because it looks like O-N-O-P-N-K. So, Onopnik? Is that probably wrong, but Onopnik? Oh, there goes my gear. I think I just wasn't wearing the tracker at a low enough angle, maybe? You can see it's very finicky. F? Oh, that's an F? Fodak? Huh. Fafok. I haven't the slightest clue. Can't read this stuff. Wow, I wonder if it's something to do with my streaming software messing with it? Because usually it doesn't do this. It's typically pretty consistent, but it's been like wigging out like mad. I'm thinking it might be um, the stream. I don't know. I really don't. He says. I spy with my little eyes. I'm over there. I like to have my look down mode on the. What the heck? Oh, okay, he just got splashed. I was like, what the heck is that? It was a tomcat right below me that I didn't notice. How do people live in America? I wouldn't say that everyone would hate Russia, but I'd say that recent recent events have brought a rather bad reputation to both your military and your leadership. Although I'm fairly sure that most people wouldn't dislike individual Russians. But a lot of people are like, yeah, Russian military maybe not so great, and people definitely don't like Putin. On a personal note, I really like how Russian equipment looks and the way that, sort of the design philosophy of a lot of it. I think it's really cool. And that's why I tend to play it in War Thunder. But, obviously it's not going to be as effective as the billion-dollar projects that America will routinely. Do I think my government is good? Oh, absolutely not. I'd say that there's probably less between. If I had to just guess, I'd say that between the U.S. and Russia, I'd say the level of corruption is probably about the same. But it's just not as obvious here. And at least we have, at least the you can drink the tap water, so that's nice. But generally, I'd say that we like to think our government's a lot better. And to a degree, the fact that we can elect, you know, things, we don't have to worry too much about that being messed with. That is nice. But the problem is that we're, you know, usually it's two options that aren't really options. Like, they'll still result in the same outcome regardless of who gets elected, because there's just this apparatus that doesn't go away between there's just this, you know, it's this sort of shadow government, kind of. All the bureaucrats that don't get elected and stuff, and aren't really accountable to anyone. Dude, I love how my head tracker is just losing its mind. Oh, you're kidding me. Why'd that read as a... Well, it's on my YouTube channel. Or do you mean my username in War Thunder? I think... shit, that's a friendly formation. Red hostile on the radar, so I thought it was fine. And my first name is on the YouTube channel. This lobby feels a lot emptier than I thought it would be. Okay. Duly noted. I'm pretty sure it is my streaming software that's messing with this thing. But yeah, back to the differences between, or at least the differences that I can perceive with my limited perspective between Russia and the U.S. I think that in terms of like infrastructure and daily life, much better off in America, I'd say. What was that? Okay, who knows? Although that was A, so that's probably our F-16 friend. Man, this head tracker is not doing well. I'm fairly sure that is the streaming software messing with my head tracking, because it has never done that before. This is the first time I've streamed with it, so I think that's the issue. It's not that disruptive. It is a bit annoying. Okay, and we're pulling off. I don't know what that is. Oh, it's that. Are you even a hostile? Oh shoot, I'm kind of screwed, aren't I? Let's get down. My wings are all the way out. What are you? Reed's friendly, okay. Who's launching at me then? Or who's launching at them? Or who that is down there? Is that also friendly? Everyone here is friendly. Oh, maybe not. And that's impossible to tell. Alright. What are you? No, really, what are you? Head tracker, stop. Okay, that's a friendly 23. Oh. There's the Iron German, right there. Hello. I'm very sure it's the streaming software at this point, because I can't imagine anything else. There's nothing else it could be, I think. And this thing just glides with its wings out. But that also means it stalls really bad. Yeah, this thing loves stalling. Well, when I say loves stalling, it doesn't stall quickly, but when it does stall, it's very hard to recover it, because the glider wings are just, they don't help at all with stall resistance and recovery. So like your stall control is just very bad. Certainly no 109, that's for sure. But having the wings out like this is rather nice for capturing the base, so that's something. I think after this we're going to go hunting in the westward direction here. And hopefully I'll pick up a real kill, not a AI team kill. I pride myself on not team killing as much as other people, but it happens. And it's very annoying. And honestly, it's more annoying, for me at least, when I team kill somebody because I know that I just caused a big sad there. Oops. There we are. I think it's... I have a feeling that the webcam here is what's messing with the track IR because it's like trying to read it. I don't know. I thought it was an angle thing too, but it does not appear to be that. Maybe if I do this, I'll get a better... How do you tell which is friend or foe in the radar? Okay, MiG-23 radar tutorial time. Okay, so you've got 3 different radar modes. Search mode, search look down, and MTI. MTI mode has no identify friend foe, but it does have, it can lock things that are really close to the ground. It's basically your pulse Doppler mode, but it's like cheap pulse Doppler that doesn't work as well, which means it's also a little bit vulnerable to chaff, which isn't great. But your missiles really aren't, so that's not a huge problem. Look down mode is essentially a filtered search mode that looks in the lower area of your radar gimbal. So for me, right now you can see it's on the 12-degree spread, and I believe it goes from like 3 degrees, or no, it's like 3 or 4 degrees above the nose down to it's different for each spread. Let me see here. So for the normal spread you've got 8, so I think that's like 2 above and 6 below, and then for the 12 I think it's more like 4 above and 8 below. But then your normal search mode is basically the same thing but looking up, but without the ground clutter filtering. Oh, let's see, what are we dealing with? Anyone launching on me? So yeah, word of warning though, MTI mode will not give you any IFF. The other modes will. So when it comes to IFF, 1 bar is hostile, 2 bars is friendly, but chaff will always show up as 1 bar, regardless of whether it's friendly or hostile. So if I pull up on this guy here, don't know who he is, but you can see here that he is friendly on radar. Number 1, it's in your HUD there, right? It shows up those 2 bars. And then number 2, if you're using the little radar screen on the side, which you probably should be if you're not. Oh, I'm out of fuel. Dandy. Let's if I had the wings out all the way, let's get those swept back. Get a little more speed and throttle down to like 80 or maybe 70%. We gotta make a long haul back to base on a little less than 2 minutes of fuel. But anyway, while I'm just peacefully flying here, actually I might even turn on the leveling mode. Automatic leveling. Is that working? Oh, cool. Hey, bud. Hey, dude. Look, I don't want to fight this guy. Not right now. Not with this fuel level. I need to save this to get back to base. not to fight a... It's a MiG-29. Screw off. Don't lock me. Dumbass. Okay. Let's get back to where we're supposed to be going. Made me do an evasive maneuver when I have no fuel. Great. Anyway, yeah, so just recap. Search lookdown is your search mode, but with a ground filtering aspect. Very notch and chaff resistant. Your normal mode, very notch and chaff resistant. Although chaff can still catch the radar. But your missiles will usually find their mark even with chaff in the air. And then your MTI mode has low range and no IFF. It literally is not. Yeah, you can go Mach 2, but maybe Mach 2.3 probably. Yeah, Mach 2.3 is where you'd cap out, and you could probably do that at what, 10,000 meters. It's pretty fast and all that. It's no slouch, but the problem is that it really just does not do well when it comes to like just the amount of fuel you have just is not a lot. I wish this thing got drop tanks. That would be quite nice. But alas, it does not. Oh, cool, someone locking me. Look, man, I don't want what you're selling. Can't engage anyone right now because I am on my way back. It's a good thing that this thing produces so much power at lower throttle percentages. So we can probably glide all the way back. Or maybe not glide, but you know what I mean. Well, yeah, like we're going really slow, but it's not too bad actually. Yeah, I'm aware the actual plane had drop tanks. Most planes do. In fact, almost all jets basically had drop tanks. I should specify, almost all military jets have drop tanks. I think we're looking... Oh man, we really gotta make this fuel last. I'm gonna roll the wings out a little bit so we get a bit more lift here, a little more gliding efficiency as our fuel continues to whittle down. Trying to see that. Where is our runway? I think it's over here. Yeah, it's right there. You can just barely see it. And because that we are within visual range of that runway, we're probably good to start burning a little hotter. Not that hot. Maybe 90. We'll give it 90. So we have some margin here. Or maybe we'll go for 80. there. We're already going at a pretty nice slow speed for our landing, so yeah, we should be pretty good coming into land over there. Yeah, like I said, most planes will have drop tanks, but whether or not they're going to be added into the game, like I would hope they would, debatable. Because most planes, Gaijin doesn't really think of Sim when it comes to balancing and adding features. So Sim gets left behind in a lot of cases. And that's okay, because most people don't play Sim, so it makes sense for them when they're making content for their game to focus on the players they have. Not trying to poach players from DCS or something. But I think it would be really nice to see more of that kind of stuff. We'll get those flaps on here. Oh, that's right. Forgot that we broke one of our gear earlier. Alright, and a slide out. And a glitch out. That would have been a really clean landing if it wasn't for the gears going at the beginning when I forgot to pull them in. I might turn off the webcam to see if that's what's messing with it. Let me try that. I'm going to turn off the web. So we turned off the webcam here. If this makes it better and we don't have any more of those jittering issues, I'm just going to leave it off. Well, I mean, you throttle it down to like, you throttle the plane back to like 60%, and it doesn't consume 60% as much fuel. It actually consumes a lot less because those higher, it's more of an exponential fuel consumption curve. Rather than, linear. And that's also the same for the amount of power you get out of it. I mean, like, it kind of drops off. Like, you get diminishing returns towards the top, but then as soon as you put Afterburner in, it's just if you were to plot it on a graph, it'd be like way up, and then it would plateau, and then it would go wow for Afterburner. Like how I just tried to draw on the screen with my head. Okay, so it goes. Then it plateaus, or it kind of plateaus. It's more of like that, and then it shoots up when you get into Afterburner. But yeah. More power, baby. Let's boost ourselves up rocket ship style. Wings all the way back if you're going to zoom climb, of course, because you don't really care about your lift, you care about your speed retention. So, oh, wind's picking up. I probably ought to close that window. Okay, we're at a nice cruising altitude. Wonder who you are. Who knows? Looks friendly enough. Okay, and now we can super cruise, which is basically going supersonic without the afterburner. These planes are definitely capable, and this one actually can super cruise at 3,000 meters altitude, so that's quite nice. I have a question, Iron. I'm assuming you're using feet for your altitude. Does it read feet in the HUD? Or does it read meters in the HUD? I'm curious to know. In less than 4 minutes. Oh, was I in the zone? Huh. I have not been able to do a lot this match because I haven't seen any enemies other than that F-16 at the beginning. I think it's because these MiG-29s are... No, actually the MiG-29s are not doing all that well compared to this absolute Chad in the Mirage. Dude, French planes, very slept on, but some of them are very, very good. Like most of the French stuff, it's just ignored for the most part. Am I even getting locked? Oh, yeah, okay, it was just below my nose, I couldn't even see it. Should have started defending, but I thought it was further off. RWR update, please. That would have told me, with the Russian RWRs, it would have told me your threat is below, and this is how far away it is. If I had that information, I would have known to defend. But because I do not have the information that is provided by the RWR, the way it should, anyway, I cannot defend from things like that. That's in meters? Okay, cool. Okay, so it's not the webcam. I'm going to turn the webcam back on then. There we go. I'm still doing it without the webcam, so... Can't get fuel over... What? At 8 meters? I can't... Oh, 8 minutes. Yeah, it's a glitch. I'm not sure why that happens, but it happens sometimes. The whole community doesn't like that, but we have no idea why it happens, and Gaijin hasn't fixed it, so... I'm hoping I can find that Tomcat, although I'm kind of going the wrong way for that. He's more towards the middle of the map. If I recall, I died in this area here. So, we may have found him. Not up there. Need to watch for Phoenix launches, because he could have me in a TWS lock here. Okay, he's head on somewhere. that's not him. Although that is locking me, so maybe that is him. I'm in the notch for him, so that's an AUG-9 for sure. Because I just notched him without doing anything. That is just AUG-9 life. And there we are. We got him locked up. Prime a missile. I think that's the guy. I think that's our guy, yeah. And once he crosses 15 kilometers, we're going to launch it. And fire. And now we crank to defend. And watch him explode, hopefully. There he is. He's coming in. Oh, no, never mind. That is not the Tomcat. I thought it was. That, however, could be. I don't know what you are, but you are far away, and you do appear to be sort of soft-locking me. So I'm going to keep you locked up and watch you carefully. Yeah, it's an aircraft, all right. I'd hazard to guess that's our Tomcat. Although he's really far over here, so it might be something else. I should also double check if that's a friendly. Yeah, okay, that's not a friendly. Let's see. Don't crash to fix the issue. Gosh. And he's defending into the mountains. Alright. IRST, let's find him. No, that's not him. That's him. He probably still sees me on radar, so if he fires off anything, I'm going to have to defend really hard. But I'm very sure. What is that guy? And I think we're merged with him now. Yeah, there he is. Back there, I think that's a Tomcat. Oh, shoot. Where? Oh, there he is. Is that him? I think that's him. That's our guy. Yep, let's catch him. Well, actually, first let's make sure that he is our guy. Is that the man? The man, the myth, the legend, the going to be killed? He might be faster than me. Well, he might be... Well, I mean, he'll definitely be faster than me if he's a Tomcat, like I think he is. That thick profile? Yeah, it's a Tomcat, I think. Pretty sure. I don't know what's being fired at us here, but I really want it gone. I hate being locked head on like this. Is that gonna hit him? He's flying pretty straight, so it might. No, he's dead already. That was an F4. My aircraft ID skills are bad. Wow. Okay, what are you? Friendly? Yeah, you're friendly. Give him a little aerobatic smoke there. Well, shoot. 2 R60s. No joy. Don't. That's such a waste. I mean, it is kind of an empty lobby, so I don't blame you, but that definitely, I'd consider that a waste of the abilities of this plane. There we go. One thing I would love a Foxbat to come to the game. That would be so cool. Got that MiG-29 flying next to me. Yep. Alrighty, I burned a lot of fuel chasing that F4. I don't want to have to glide back to base like I did before. That would that'd be a bit awkward. Okay, who keeps locking me though? Don't even know. That guy there? That's our guy, isn't he? He'll probably get intercepted by the 29 here. Because that 29's vectoring to be angry, so. Yeah. One thing I don't like about the this mode is that when you use your lock, it doesn't actually cover the whole area. So you kind of want to use. That's our 29 crossing our nose here. Where is our hostile? He's up here. Yeah. So we want him. We want him dead. I think that 27 is gonna absolutely mash that dude. Look, oh my goodness. Dude, he is so screwed. Unless he notched their radar. That very well could be, because if I launch now, okay, thank you, head tracker, that's great. That's definitely a hostile, though. Poor, man, poor radar missile. Let's kick on a little bit of burner, see what we can do. Although that 29 is probably going to get him first. Let's just wait back and see. Well, 9 minutes, I don't want to waste any. I love how at this altitude I can super cruise without leaving the mock cloud behind me, which is great. Grab a bag of popcorn and watch as whoever this is gets intercepted by a MiG-29. And 8 minutes fuel, that means we're on a third tank. Which means we're nice and light as well, so. Still have well enough to, oh, oops, wrong guy. There we go. Yeah, we want that one. Man, we are really going up. That was an F-14. Alright, and now we're going down. Okay. I don't know what you are, but I want you detected. Oh, well, if it's a Tomcat, we're in the notch. Oh, never mind. Oops, notch, whatever this is. The fact that it's still locking me tells me it's either not a pulse Doppler or it's an F-16. Because you just can't notch those things. Head tracking would be really nice if you could work for once. Alright, we're defending. Yeah, oh, yep, there it is. That's an F-16, alright. 20 kilometers high. Okay, okay. I understand. Where's that F-16? There he is. I do not have the fuel to engage in this fight, but that's okay. That's A-okay, because I can always just do this. And suddenly, F-16 cannot keep up. Look at that. I do quite like fighting F-16s at altitude. It's very funny. They're optimized for low altitude, honestly. Ooh, dogfighting. Yeah. Just wait. Give it long enough and I'll put an R60 up your tailpipe. Right through your little afterburner. Look at this. I'm keeping a wider circle, but I'm also keeping my energy. Whereas this guy over here, he is just... I wish I could keep my eye on him, but my head tracker is like, no, you won't. We're back? I hate my internet so much. Okay, all that's left to do is to watch it disconnect itself. That's just great. That's great. I love that. Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna come back and I will have crashed. Sometimes my internet just does this, and whenever it does, I have to reconnect to the Wi-Fi. It's so annoying. I hate it. I really hate it. Yeah, obviously I crashed. But was I killed? That's the question. No, I probably just crashed then. Brilliant! I love it. Oh, this has not been going my way. I think we'll just call the stream here. Nothing interesting's been happening anyway. So I guess you guys have a good day. I'll try and figure out what the heck's wrong with my head tracking setup, and yeah, we'll see. I might stream with this again if I can work out the kinks. Anyway.